This is Love Reading from April 13th to the end of April. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe if the messages do resonate for you. Go ahead and push the notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post a reading. All right? Now, if you want to know your sun, your moon, your rising sun, your Venus, your Jupiter, Mercury, all that amazing stuff, go ahead to cafeastrology.com and you can get yourself a free natal chart reading so you can know what do I need to be looking at Sikiksyd, all right, and what resonates for you planetarily and why is it affecting you right now. If you want a personal reading from Sikiksyd herself, go ahead to the services link down below. If you want $35 off on ladies and swimwear from Be Fit and Sexy, go ahead and use my code. Now let's get into it. Sagittarius, you could have seen the numbers 333. This could easily be some form of spirituality, becoming connected mind, body, and soul, Piscean energy as well. And this can also be a sense of what is your dreams coming true. Also, it's a possibility of third party because it's 333. But we'll just see what comes out for you guys. What is the overall energy for Sagittarius? Overall energy. Ooh. Sagittarius, I knew something wasn't right here. Yeah, okay. So, Sagittarius, you have the Two of Cups in reverse, all right? This is Cancer, Taurus, Libra energy. Now, this is a relationship where there's disharmony, it's imbalance, it's unequal, there's incompatibility. This could be an unhappy couple. There's a lot of arguments going on, and this could be a breakup, a separation, or a divorce. There could be ending of a partnership, losing friendships, and abuse. Staying because you feel sorry for someone, and someone staying because they feel sorry for you. You also have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio energy. So there is an energy here of somebody not wanting to be a team player. You could be the subject of envy. You have to put in effort. You could be taking your natural born abilities for granted and you're not learning from the mistakes. There's an unwillingness to learn, basically, from all the things that have previously already gone wrong. There's a lack of growth and effort. This could be poor work ethic as well, or a lack of commitment and mistakes. There could be no passion, no interest, no determination, no goal, no motivation in a situation. And you may be thinking that this relationship is poor quality for you. You also have the Nine of Swords, okay? So this is Gemini, Aries, Scorpio energy. This is disloyalty. This is unhappiness and mental anguish, guilty conscience. This could be anxiety, stress, hormones, the lack of sleep and nightmares, hurt feelings, miscarriages, fear, terror, negativity, and burdens, deep unhappiness. It's the inability to cope. Being overwhelmed. This is guilt, regret, remorse, focusing on the past, and being isolated. Insomnia. The subject of gossip or female-related health issues. We also have the Hermit, all right? So we have somebody who is trying to get spiritual enlightenment, Virgo energy, the number 9. Somebody is trying to get some illumination and soul search, self-reflect, okay, introspect. For some of you, you're completely isolating yourself from this relationship, from the lack of stability in it. You are removing yourself to look within oneself and to ascend. You're trying to detach away from materialism and self-discover yourself. All right, you could also be looking at something or someone online. What is the past energy for Sagittarius? What was the past energy for Sagittarius? Holy Spirit. What is the past energy for Sagittarius? Holy Spirit. Past energy. Past energy for Sagittarius. Past energy for Sagittarius. Holy Spirit. Okay, so you went through a huge transformation, Scorpionic energy. All right, now 13. This is the number 13. This is inner transformation, death. You had to forcefully end some old relationships. You had to cut cords and ties. This is creation, destruction, and transition, and a spiritual transformation. It's going to be a new beginning. This is letting go. This is an ending, a change. Someone could have moved on, moved out. This could have been a breakup. If you're in a relationship, there's a lot of frequent rifts in it, and something sudden and unexpected will happen. It's going to be an upheaval. All right? Now you have the Page of Pentacles here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, Capricorn strong. This could be a younger earth sign. This could be a child. For some of you, my condolences if you lost a child. Others of you, this is more so the energy of boring conversation or you giving somebody papers. Okay, you could have served somebody some papers. This could be divorce papers. This can be paying someone 444. You could have had to do that in order to end something. You could be getting good news in earthly matters. This is a solid beginning and a fresh start for you, though. You're going to be setting some goals and developing a plan. You could be a student. You could have a son. This is also just laying foundations and being very grounded and loyal. You have the ability to manifest, and this is a new financial opportunity, but this is also skill development. You could be a student. You could be deciding to develop something. This is also very realistic, and it has a lot of potential to grow. But you had to end some things in order to do it, right? So, the issue, what will be the issue for Sagittarius from April 13th to the end of April? What will be the issue for Sagittarius from April 13th to the end of April? Okay. Issue for you will be the Six of Swords in reverse, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo energy, all right? So an issue for you will be the trouble is coming, okay? This is the lack of progress. There's healing, right? But it's going very slow. And you're like, what the hell? Why can't you just go just a little bit faster for me? You could be feeling trapped in a situation. You're also delayed. Something is rocking your boat, basically. You're rocking the boat. Something's rocking your boat. And you're trying to stand your ground, but you feel like you have nowhere to run. There's a lot of instability. There's canceled travel, maybe return from travel. There could have been a flood. For some of you, there could have been a problem with your toilet, or there will be. So be careful with that, like clogging and stuff. There could be like a lot of water, floods. This also could be drowning. Some of you guys feel like you're drowning in a situation or drowning yourself in possible even indulgence because you're trying to deal with whatever you're going through or whatever situation you could be in, all right? Your actions, for some of you, it's that you can't leave. Your actions are the Ace of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Scorpio energy. It is the energy of maybe there's no sex right now, okay? This can also be an energy of just no passion. You're not excited. There's delays. You could be getting bad news. You could be feeling creatively blocked. It's a lack of initiative to do anything. It's a lack of passion, lack of a spark, enthusiasm, action, or fun. There's hesitancy. If you had travel plans that got canceled, all right? This is a missed chance, wasted talent. For some of you, your actions are going to relate to the fact that you may not take any action at all, all right? Or that there could even be pregnancy issues, all right? So, your emotions, Sagittarius, for April 13th to the end of April. Ooh. Okay. Your actions, Sagittarius, will be to heal, okay? Now, I always see the star as, you know, she's sort of healing by herself here. 17, you could just be pouring into yourself, Saggy, all right? And it's knowing that when you love yourself first, okay, you really can't go wrong. Because how are you going to be able to love somebody else until you love yourself first? You know what I mean? You got to be able to find that within yourself, that self-worth. No one else can give that to you. You really have to stand in a sense of maturity and self-love, right? So this is your dreams coming true. If you had health problems, they're improving during this time, Saggy. This is also hope for the future. This can be intimacy and the renewal of an old relationship. It's going to also be hope, healing, inspiration, creativity, calmness, contentment, serenity, okay, and spirituality. It's going to also be wealth, okay? Your money will be changing as well, and this is like changing for the better, changing for the greater good, all right? So emotionally, you'll be healing, a lot of emotional healing. What you don't realize within yourself, Sagittarius, from April 13th to the end of April, what you don't realize within yourself. What you don't realize within yourself. Also, there's a lot of peace going to be surrounding you and support, okay? What you don't realize within yourself from April 13th to the end of April. Two of Cups in reverse. You don't realize that you are in possibly a relationship that's just not working anymore. What you don't realize is that there's also a sense of disharmony and imbalance and inequality. It's not compatible. All right, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, that you are an unhappy couple possibly. That there's arguments and there's a breakup going to be happening or a separation. A divorce. There could be ending of a partnership or losing friendships or abuse. Some of you guys may not realize that you're staying because you feel sorry for someone, and someone could be staying because they feel sorry for you. So that's something that you're going to be realizing within yourself, all right? And that you really got to do what's best for you, because these people aren't even looking at each other, all right? So your environment, including people, Sagittarius, from April 13th to the end of April. Your environment, including people. What is going to be going on for my Saggies? Your environment, what's going to be in your environment? Okay. So you got the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio energy. So between this time, this is education. Some of you guys could be in school. Some of you guys will be meeting celebrities or possibly rubbing shoulders with very important people. This is also just developing a skill. In your environment, you could be collaborating with someone else or going into teamwork. If you're doing anything, there's going to be attention to the detail and recognition for it and reward. Hard work paying off. You could be involved in something with school, work, learning, and developing a skill. Anything else you could tell me what's in Sagittarius' environment from April 13th? The Three of Cups, okay? So if you're in the military, there's going to be achievements in it. There's going to be a celebration, a baptism, a wedding, a marriage, an engagement, a reunion. It's going to be partying, reconciling. This is like 11/11 energy. I just saw 11/11 on the dot. This is also something about festivals, festivities, and happiness and happy times. So 3/3. I kept seeing those numbers 3 for Sagittarius. Let me make sure of something before I move on here. In your environment, give me that. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Some of you guys are delaying the inevitable about something, okay? Ten of Swords for me is Gemini, Virgo energy. It's an energy of you trying to delay something that is meant to happen. The ending, okay? This is also just healing, though. So for some of you guys, I see you socializing with friends. I see you guys working hard and being okay with collaborating at school and work, okay? Rising above any problems or cattiness, okay, or haters. And you're just going to be realizing that the worst is over, all right? You're going to be surviving the disaster, and your life will be improving. But you're going to be learning from the past, and there could be a relapse. Your fears could have been coming true or could be coming true, and you may be beyond help or in total ruin about a situation. So there is a sense of you understanding that you do have support. You do have people that care, Sagittarius. All right? You do. You have people that care. How do you feel about your personal situation? You feel like you're the star. You feel like maybe, the star is also, it's the number 17, it's Aquarius energy, but you also feel like this person is seen in the limelight. So they may do something online. They may do something where they have a level of fame in something. You see them as your dream come true, that they have health that is improving, that they're very hopeful for the future. You may feel like there is a sense of intimacy about them or renewal of an old relationship, that there's hope and healing, inspiration. You may feel like they're very inspired and creative during this time, okay? You may feel like they're very calm, content, that there's a lot of serenity and spirituality about this person, and that there's wealth. You may feel like they have their finances together, and that the changes that they've made have been for the betterment of not only themselves, but for the world, okay, and humanity, so that they can give back the positivity that they're fulfilling within themselves, basically. Okay? How do you see your person? Ooh. And you may also feel like you can see them online. Star is Aquarius energy, which means you see them on some form of platform or technology. They could be some form of a celebrity or something like that, or someone that is seen by many people, or they're very popular. So that can also be it as well, okay? So, how do you see your person is the Four of Swords. Libra, Sagittarius energy. You feel like this person is, there could be a sense of them needing to heal, okay? If their healing is happening very, very slowly, but that they're finding mental strength. You may also be feeling, you see your person as coming out of isolation. They could have been isolating themselves. There could have been a death or illness. You may be feeling like there is a need for them to heal, all right? but that they're awakening. There's a mental breakdown maybe, or a collapse. You may feel like they're very burned out, that they have a lack of self-protection, self-care, that they're not accepting counseling. Okay. How do you see yourself, Sagittarius? How do you see yourself? If you wanted to go to counseling or something to try to fix a relationship, somebody's not up for that. They don't want to do that. Yeah, for some of you, somebody's going to be breaking up and blocking. Okay? I don't know if you see this coming or not, but you got the Six of Swords out here, which means someone's going to be traveling and moving in a more positive direction because progress will be made. Someone's going to be going on a journey. The Six of Swords also means that you could be overseas from somebody. You could be very far from somebody. This is karma waters and healing, and just, it's calm after the storm, all right? It's hardship, yes, but it's overcoming that and relief. It can also be stability. Somebody's going to be running away. Okay, someone's going to be feeling deflated and lethargic. This is also you listening to your spirit guides and getting guidance to move on after a breakup, after a split, all right? And you also have the Two of Swords, which for me means somebody's in confusion. There is limited communication going on. Somebody feels like they're a stalemate, or they're just at a truce. For some of you, somebody is just going to be like, okay, you win, I win, we both win, and there's a level of them not compromising. I don't know how to explain that. It's being a stalemate. It's like they're not going to change their opinion on a situation, and you aren't either. Instead, it's like, okay, you were a worthy foe. Does this make sense? Someone's going to be sitting on the fence and at a crossroads about a situation because they got a tough decision to make and they're facing their fears about it. This can also be divided loyalty. Somebody could be loyal to two people and caught in the middle. This can also be denial and blindness, and someone's unable to see the truth in a situation. Libra moon, and I have Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo energy over here. Okay. So you may see yourself as being loyal to two people. You may be seeing yourself as wanting to move on and break up, or move on after a split. Okay, maybe travel. All right, that is a very long journey with the Six of Swords. That's like overseas type of thing. All right, what action does Sagittarius want to take? Somebody has something to say, but they know when they say it that all hell could break loose. Somebody has something they need to say. Something like that. I can feel it. What action does Sagittarius want to take towards their person? So, Seven of Pentacles. So, Seven of Pentacles is Taurus, Capricorn energy. Somebody really wants to return to education or return to school and study. Maybe you want to increase your skill and ability in something, or plan for a better future. This is like things coming into fruition and being rewarded or results. So for some of you, somebody may even want to approach retirement, cultivate, take a pause. Somebody may want to take a pause and look at the situation because they want their hard work to pay off. For some of you, somebody wants to somebody's going to be taking a huge pause to look at it financially and see if something about this, the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Someone's like, okay, what type of discipline and structure do I need to do for it financially? But realistically, somebody wants to see the seeds that they plant grow. The actions they want to take towards you include taking a pause to look at themselves and their finances. Anything else? Ooh, okay, that's not good energy. Also, for some of you, somebody could want a DNA test. Crazy download. That's only if you know for a fact, that you feel like you need to do that. But the Emperor's in reverse, which means somebody's not sure who's the father, possibly. But this can be abusive power and being abusive. It's Aries, Taurus energy. It's narcissistic. It's excessively controlling. It's rigid and it's stubborn. Some of the actions that Sagittarius wants to take towards their person is to be abusive, basically. And this is a lack of discipline. It's a lack of masculinity or toxic masculinity. It's a lack of control. It's absentee father. Somebody may not want to be there for the child. This is paternity issues. For some of you, somebody may want to get a paternity test. See, am I really the father? Is this really what it's about? I need to take a pause to look at my finances. I need to take a pause to look at myself. I may want to go back to school. and that costs money. Someone does not want responsibility. They want to step out of a marriage or relationship. Somebody may want to get a breakup or divorce. Somebody just doesn't want the responsibility of this situation. They don't want the responsibility of a relationship. They don't want to be your emperor. Something like that. I mean, this is the feeling of it. I don't want to be somebody's emperor, or they don't want responsibility. They don't want to be a father right now, or something like that. There's also an energy of them maybe planning something about money. Somebody could be hiding their money a little better during this time as well. Okay? Because they don't want to pay. Somebody does not want to pay. If there's children, somebody may not want to pay at all. You could be thinking of being a lawyer. Somebody feels like it's a very cold situation. I'm not taking all that spirit. There's a lot of talking that may end up happening. But someone's like, it's a very cold situation. Somebody could just want to be abusive and try to abuse their power because they're like, I don't want this. Something about this. I mean, they may want to just step out of the marriage or the relationship. All right. So that's very possible. Now, tell me, show me your person, Sagittarius. Show me your person. Show me your person. Oh, gee, there's a lot going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a third-party situation here. I said I saw a lot of threes. Hold on. Someone's going to be dropping this. They're like, you know what, I'm not up for the challenge. This is too much work. This is too much. I have a lot on my plate. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Also, with the moon in reverse, the number 18, somebody is realizing that there was infidelity here. All right, Piscean, Cancer energy. This is also infidelity, dangerous situation, negative energies, and false friends. So your person could be experiencing this right now, and they're dropping that burden. Also, your person could be very, very single. Virgo, Taurus, Libra energy. You could be looking at somebody who's actually a business owner. All right, this woman is the minor arcana of the Empress. She may have made some major purchases lately. She's got a large sum of money, maybe a new home, new car. She's having more than enough. This person is very reasonable with their finances and their savings, basically. This is also somebody who could garden or be very independent. They're very successful, wealthy. They've got a thriving business. This can be someone who's very free. This is wisdom and maturity and elegance. Self-reliance. This can also be considered pregnancy or menopause, but this is also a very independent and single woman, and she knows how to bring heaven onto earth. Also, there could be a message that will be coming into this woman, or many people try to possibly talk to this person. What people don't know is the Nine of Pentacles with that Virgo energy is that you're okay with being alone because it's self-worth, it's self-love, all right? It's also knowing with all these pentacles, she's got more than enough. The only thing that's missing is the last pentacle, which is a person for the 10 of Pentacles. Does that make sense? So you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So this is Cancer, Gemini, Virgo energy. So your person, if we're showing your person, could be overlooking the negative, basically. They could also be someone who's not wanting to rock the boat. Them and their associates could party too much, or there's overindulgence or gossip or cattiness. There could be a lack of a social life or a lack of friends. There could be canceled celebrations, or if there was an engagement here, if there was a wedding, it's broken off. It's not happening. There could have been a third-party situation here. There could have been a miscarriage, a termination, or even cheating involved, all right? Let's get into it to see how do they feel about Sagittarius. How do they feel about Sagittarius? How does Sagittarius, this person, feel about Sagittarius? Ooh. Okay. All right. So Sagittarius, they feel like your person, they could be a Virgo. They feel as if they're very lonely, paranoid, isolated, and reclusive, and withdrawn from you, possibly, as well as antisocial and restricted, basically. All right. We also have the Eight of Swords here. So the way that they feel about Sagittarius would be Gemini, Sagittarian energy. There's a level of, mental imprisonment. It's like being trapped in your head, being trapped in your mind. You see this woman has on a blindfold, right? Someone is blind to the truth. She may feel like she's blind to the truth when it comes to you, Sagittarius, or that there's blame. It's overlooking a relationship's flaws, even though it's right there in front of you. You just got to take off the blindfold. It's also feeling trapped and restricted and backed into a corner. Somebody may be feeling helpless, victimized, or paralyzed by the fear and terror. There could be anxiety, crisis, powerlessness, and silence. Someone could have gone through a major weight loss as well, imprisonment or trial or psychological issues. This could be bad news as well. She may feel like when it comes to you, there's only bad news. Or when it comes about you or something. There could also be some form of embarrassment, or abuse or slander. So she may be feeling as if there was a posting or something like that, or showing virally to people that, oh, I'm with Sagittarius, she may be feeling as if it backfired since there was a third party situation here, or that it's just not a relationship that's working. It's like, I put this out there, right? And now it's not working. Now I'm with somebody that, we're just not compatible. We also have the Page of Cups in reverse. So she may also be feeling like, okay, I have really blocked intuition when it came down to Sagittarius, okay? Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Could be Pisces energy very strongly. But she could also be feeling as if, there was a childish approach to this and it was emotionally immature. That she was in fantasy with rose-tinted glasses. Someone who got their way, yes, but it was based off of childhood issues and abuse. Also, this is just like, she feels like this is just always bad news when it comes to, or no news, okay? Could be also broken dreams or vanity, but also that there was a broken proposal. If there was a proposal made here, it's broken off, okay? That there is a level of obsession and vindictiveness about you or about the situation, and envy and vulnerability. That she may feel like you're sexually active, or you may feel this way about them. This is just, or that promiscuous. This is also seduction, and maybe feeling like the inner child was ignored in a situation. Right? What action do they want to take towards Sagittarius? What action do they want to take towards Sagittarius from April 13th to the end of April? What action do they want to take towards Sagittarius? Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So Sagittarius, they want to, for some of you, this is like having a girl when you really wanted a boy. Some of the actions that they want to take is have an unwanted pregnancy, or have love, but there will be no money, basically. This is a lack of progress. They may just want to overindulge. This is sadness and pain and unrequited love. It's also blocked or repressed emotions or infertility. Some of you guys, this will be a miscarriage or pregnancy issues. Some of you guys, this is breakup. Somebody may want to say, okay, I just want to break up, or this is bad news. If there's a celebration or a social event that was going to happen, it will be canceled. All right, so that's one of the actions that they want to take towards Sagittarius. What will be the blockages for Sagittarius from April 13th to the end of April? What will be the blockages? I'm hearing if there's plans like future plans, those may be something getting canceled, yeah, because the devil. Capricorn energy. Things are going to start getting canceled or something like that. There's something that, sometimes when we're in a situation, it's like we plan so far ahead because we think everything's going to go a certain way, and then it doesn't. And so there's a level of that mentality going on where things are just like, okay, well, someone's accepting, like, okay, this won't happen because it wasn't meant to happen. All right, someone's at that point. The devil is here, which is the number 15. So, the blockages could be a Capricorn. Blockages also could be misguided devotion or black magic or spiritual awakening, desire. This could be drug abuse, evilness. It's manipulation of physical abuse, cruelty, temptation, and addiction. That could be an issue or a blockage in your relationship. Also, depression or mental health issues, secrecy, obsession, cheating could be going on, a third-party situation or dependency. Materialism or bondage or sexuality could be a problem. For some of you, it's like you may not even be sure if they're interested in you because of the sex that you are. All right. There could also be a level of powerlessness or hopelessness, abuse, violence, psychological torture, and something that's just destined for nothing positive as a blockage. Right? What else is a blockage for Sagittarius? Could be a father is getting in the way, a judge. The Emperor is the number 4. Someone could be a police officer or in the army or in the military. Someone who's an older man could be getting in the way. Somebody who's in a position of authority with structure and dependability. This could be a father. Somebody is getting in the way here. Okay? Aries, Taurus energy. What do you both like? What do you both like? This can also be somebody's husband could be getting in the way or their partner. What do you both like? What do you both like? What do you both like about this connection, Sagittarius, from April 13th? So you like the sex, possibly. Knight of Wands. Somebody may like that you're just in and out. You know, you go and you come back and go. And like somebody may like the fact that you take action or that you go from home to home. It's like you may even live out of your car on some level because you're never in one place. They may like the fact that you're a free spirit, that you're not someone who's really committed on some level. You are adventurous and charming, but you're not ready for a commitment, and that you're just very confident and rebellious and exciting. And Knight of Wands is somebody who's more so about the sex. He's more so about, okay, I'll be there and then I'll be somewhere else, okay? He does not settle down. Somebody likes that. Interesting. What do you like about this connection? Okay, Ace of Cups. They also may like that they're allowed to have another person. So take that as a resume. But this is Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. This could definitely be your energy. Somebody just likes the fact that, you don't want to really settle down, possibly. They could like that about you. Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody may like the fact that they're having a girl when you wanted a boy. They may like the fact that there's an unwanted pregnancy. They may like the fact that there's love, but there's no money. That there's a lack of progress. There's a need to love oneself as well here. Someone could be overindulging. This is sadness and pain and unrequited love. Somebody may like the fact that there's unrequited love because it gives them an excuse to relive what they may have already experienced. Okay, say they grew up where they gave a lot of love but they never received it back. This is just like an empty slot for that, because this person is not permanent and this person does not stick around. This person is in and out, ripping and running. They are not somebody who settles down. Somebody likes that because there's trauma that they themselves need to heal from the blocked or repressed emotions within themselves. We also have infertility and miscarriage. So somebody may have liked the fact that there is pregnancy issues, or that there's a breakup here. Somebody may like that fact, or that there's bad news. That a celebration or a social event could have gotten canceled. If that is the case, somebody got to leave, and that's what they're really happy about. All right? What does Sagittarius and the person dislike? For some of you, they like the fact, that you can't get pregnant. That's a very weird message. That's the truth with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Swords is typically medical treatment, so maybe somebody got their tubes tied or something. Somebody may like the fact that things moved really quickly as a great love. There was new ideas, plans, projects, and beginnings of mental clarity and ability, an aha moment, success, and a breakthrough. Realizing the truth about a situation, communication, vision, and force, and assertiveness, and making the right decisions. So that's very interesting. What do you both dislike in this connection? I'm not taking all that. They dislike the fact that you're seeing things clearly. They dislike the fact, or you guys both dislike the fact that, like, okay, you can't act like you don't see something anymore because it's literally right in front of you. Eight of Swords in reverse, that there's an escape and freedom and relief. Someone's finding solutions and taking control. Someone could also be standing up to abuse and being a survivor, because when you get wounded, when you get hurt, okay, you are not just an abuse victim. You are not a victim at all. You're a warrior because you survived, all right? Not everybody gets to be able to say that you're facing your fears and you're very empowered and you're healing. There's strength. severe depression, end of punishment, and new perspectives, okay? For some of you, if you're still young, I don't think you got your tubes tied. I think that you're still very fertile. But I feel like if maybe you're a little older or something like that, you may have decided to do that, and that's something that they would like about you. Maybe they dislike. For others of you, if you were young and you got pregnant, they may have just liked the fact that you got an abortion. That's very possible. Whew. All the cards were going to come out. Yeah, all right. So we do have, there's two men here. Somebody could have stayed with one person because there's money. Even if you were loyal and stuff, somebody could have stayed because Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You have money and you're stable. So you may dislike the fact that you were loyal. But that there was another person here that was very manipulative. All right, a Gemini, Aries, Virgo energy. If someone was manipulative, they were a slimy salesman. This is black magic or greed. It's divine masculine energy or unused abilities. A lack of resources is the ability to manifest. Untrustworthiness, trickiness, conniving, cunning, a lack of mental clarity, and they'll do anything to get what they want. So some of you guys dislike that. That you may have a partner that you either find as manipulative or you have a partner and then you have another man on the side. So yeah, this person may dislike it or you dislike it or something like that. There's a dislike there, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is very grounded. He's a family man. He's a good businessman. He's got resources. So one person has money, the other person is just very manipulative and has no resources, basically. Let's get into it for what you do not see in this situation. Remember, the King of Pentacles can also just be your spouse or your boyfriend or your husband. He could be a married man, a father, okay? He could be a spiritual, he doesn't have to be spiritual. He could just be a provider. He's someone who's dependable, okay? He could be somebody who is in a relationship, because now I got the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Definitely could already be, I have the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody who's very loving and stuff, but then there's another person outside of it. There's money involved here, though. So that's why it's like, for some of you, the communication could have been through technology or on the phone or something like that, right? What do you not see? What do you not see is the Five of Swords, which is Aquarius, Taurus, Libra energy. So you don't see the fact that there is a breakup happening or a divorce that will be happening. This is also the loss of something that wasn't great to begin with. Your enemies are receiving an empty victory, and it's a betrayal, a lack of care or respect. This is like winning at all costs. It's very cowardly. It's a defeat. It's surrender. It's change, and it's walking away. It's also self-sabotage and aggression or deception or a lack of communication. It can be abuse, bullying, violence. It can be crime, rape, murder, and standing up for yourself and fighting back. All right? A lot of you guys will be severing ties. If you see he has a sword and he's like, it's time to sever ties. The world means that you've completed a cycle successfully, and there is an infinite possibility now for you to be able to move forward in your own life. Some of you guys, this is Aquarius, Taurus, through Scorpio energy. You will be understanding that you now have a new beginning. You may be traveling. You may be very far away from somebody. The world means that you would have to fly to this person, most likely. This is also success and achievement and accomplishment and wholeness, a sense of belonging. You have the Six of Swords here, which means a travel. This is movement in a positive direction. It can also be that you are overseas from somebody. This is also feeling just deflated. This is overcoming hardship, and it's moving on after a breakup or a split, okay? You have the King of Swords in reverse. Somebody's very pissed off. A Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This person could be a lawyer, a psychiatrist, a therapist, a teacher, a counselor, a doctor, okay? Someone with a very high IQ. But they use their brain for evil, and they're very manipulative. They think they're above people and take advantage of their power. There's a lack of structure and routine here, and they could be irrational and a dictator. They could be brutal, oppressive. They may not be saying anything right now because they know if they say something that they'll say something that they regret. There's also a sense of violence, cynical type of feeling in controlling ways, or coldness and ruthlessness. Somebody could be feeling weak. There could be a lack of integrity, moral ethics, and discipline. Someone could just be an absentee father and very judgmental. We also have the Ten of Cups here. Okay, what you don't see with this Ten of Cups is that someone could be in a happy family or achieving their desire, or it's a marriage. This is also like reunion. This is also homecoming. This could be a gathering. This could be a marriage. Somebody could be married here. See if somebody could already have children, be married, or be in domestic bliss, children, okay. What is the outcome here? What will be the outcome for Sagittarius from April 13th to the end of April? All right, what will be the outcome? For some of you, somebody feels like they could have that with someone possibly even at a distance. That's very possible because I have 2 travel cards, which means great distance. Somebody may want forgiveness. Is the final outcome Archangel Michael energy, which is the number 20. All right, it's Scorpionic energy as well. So somebody is wanting forgiveness. Somebody wants possible reconciliation. It's also the final stage of a journey, or better health, or a fresh start. Okay, self-evaluation and awakening, or renewal, or composure. This is also decisiveness or homesickness. Somebody could just be going back to their hometown. This is forgiveness and reconciliation, or a rebirth. It's also higher knowledge, confidence, wisdom, positivity, and just a good future. Hopefully these messages resonate for you, Sagittarius, and hopefully you're able to get through this month, you know, with a lot of positivity, all right? I love you guys, and later.